The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the for EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will get the ball first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback...
Break just steamrolling the defense. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, running back gets the give. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to...
Turning on the Jets. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game. 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Utah State Aggies offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Clark to fire. Makes the grab. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. All right, guys, let's chat a little Utah State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
This is a designed run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Moves around to clear up that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking for room. It's Burrell. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running to Green. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the run. Stumbled to the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're not into threes. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
There he goes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Utah State up-tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Using his feet. Got room at the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Clark wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Decision to go for it does not pan out. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job of.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Utah State up-tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll send the back in motion. Clark to fire. Bring in the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Safe little shovel pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Utah State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the Heat. Got his man all by himself. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they were talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the returner will be knocked down. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Clark wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Utah State up-tempo.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This Utah State offense has it going.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but, man, that 4th down and failing to come. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quarterback may change this route. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making them.
It's a seam wide open, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas State. Extra point here will tie the game.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Here he comes from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Utah State up-tempo. Clark to fire. Throwing right. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No fair catches here, looking for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down, and the quarterback does.
Well, both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Bobcats. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Clark wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Utah State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Going right to work up top. Buys a little time. Going to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Might be calling a hot route. Pulled and fired complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to throw. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Clark to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Complete downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined, and that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown, Bobcats! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through.
Breaks into the open. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Clark wants to throw. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Clark to fire. Snags it over the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with...
It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. At the 35, he's loose.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Let's take just a second and talk about Utah State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel...
Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Bobcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick release, backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Forced out of the pocket. Going for 6. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. All down at the 7-yard line. Good return after the pick, and now they are in business. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Clark wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Thompson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Thompson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He'll throw on third down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With the catch, it's Burrell. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.